Alright, hello everyone and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. It is actually December 12th, 2015. Less than 2 weeks until Christmas, ladies and gents. Yeah, if you can believe it, I'm Darkside Phil, and welcome to today's gameplay stream, which is Fallout 4, the continuation. And I have some information for everyone in regards to the Fallout 4 playthrough, so that we can talk a little bit about where I am with that. And a little bit about the next few days, how I'll be covering all the different games and stuff, and stuff like that. So first of all, thank you for being here. This is the pre-stream. This is going to be a shorter one, probably around 10 minutes or so, and then we'll get started. Around 2.5 to 3 hours of Fallout 4 today here on stream. And following this live stream, there will be a new episode of DSP Tries It, uploaded to the King of Hate vlogs. This will be a good one. This is actually a local business that Leanna and I decided to try this week, and I'll leave the results for what they are in the video. I don't want to spoil. But basically, it's a local restaurant that we tried. Last time we tried something like this, people really enjoyed it. Even though, quite honestly, it's something that's local to us, and there's not like a lot of people could go to it. So it's not like something that's going to help people worldwide who watch my videos. But I think it'll still be an interesting episode of DSP Tries It, okay? So that'll be good. Later tonight, Leanna and I are actually heading out to do some Christmas shopping at the mall. It's our final trip. We're going to be in Christmas cards and little odds and ends here for our families, and that's going to be it for our Christmas shopping for the year. We've pretty much done after that. And we know the mall's going to be insanely packed. It's going to be crazy. I'll try to get some pictures for everyone for Instagram if there's anything cool at the mall to share with you. And, of course, those Instagram posts do get tweeted on my Twitter account at TheyCallMeDSP. But also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm TheyCallMeDSP on Instagram. So definitely check that out. I post stuff up there from time to time. I try to at least do what I can to entertain and let you know what we're up to when I'm not doing gameplay stuff. And I'm hoping to maybe, I'm pushing, I'm trying to get maybe 2,000 followers by the end of the year. I think I have around 1,860 followers right now. Not to say that Instagram benefits me at all, but it's cool to have a social media presence and to have people who like tie it in and want to see stuff that we're up to. So, if you want to, check that out, okay? Tomorrow, I'll be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider on stream. I know that some people were disappointed because I did a poll on Thursday night and said that, whatever won the poll, I might play as my second session yesterday. But yesterday, I got really caught up in Yakuza 5. Like, when I played Yakuza 4, I didn't do a lot of side content. I just kind of stuck to the main story because I knew it was a longer game. Now that I'm playing Yakuza 5, I'm taking a little bit more time to get through it because I realized that early January of this year, there's really nothing going on. There's not going to be any really new games or anything in early January. So I said, why rush through stuff that I'm doing now? I'll take my time. And so I did some side content in Yakuza 5 yesterday. I got so caught up in it, I ended up wanting to do it on second stream as well. So I did like 4 hours, well, actually it was around 3 hours of side content and around 1.5 hours to 2 hours of story development in Yakuza 5 yesterday. And yes, those videos are live on DSPGaming if you want to check them out. But because I did that, people were kind of annoyed. They're like, we did vote for Tomb Raider and you didn't play it. So to make up for that, tomorrow, the whole gameplay stream, 3 hours, is going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider. So FYI, if you've been wanting to see me play more Tomb Raider, you're disappointed that I didn't yesterday, it's coming tomorrow and it's coming in full force. A larger session than originally I had actually planned. Okay? So there you have it. Now, what else is going on? Tomorrow night, I'll be doing the weekend preview. I'll also be actioning Patreon perks. So if you pledge to my Patreon account in November, I'll be doing things such as mailing out t-shirts, making private Q&A videos, upgrading forum accounts. I'm going to be doing all that tomorrow night. Okay? And then Monday, more than likely, I'll be returning to something. I don't know if it's going to be WWE. I don't know if it's going to be Fallout. I don't know what it's going to be on Monday. But this whole week will be a balance of Fallout 4, a balance of maybe some more Tomb Raider, maybe some 1 or 2 sessions of WWE, and yes, more Yakuza. Because I am wanting to play Yakuza as well a lot, because I like the game a lot, okay? So there you have it. That's the rough schedule for the next week, FYI, so you know what's going on. What else? Well, Fallout 4. Let's very briefly talk about Fallout 4 here, and then we'll get started with gameplay. So I just opened up my strategy guide, because I wanted to see what's left in the game. From what I can see, there are 4 major side quests in the game. These are side quests that I believe you actually get, like, achievements for when you complete them. And I want to obviously do them. Okay, I want to do those side quests before I finish my playthrough of Fallout 4. Much like with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, I want to make sure to complete all the major things in the game before we finish the playthrough. So, right now, if you haven't been caught up, first of all, alright, if you haven't caught up, I, last stream, kind of unlocked some cool stuff with the Brotherhood, which I didn't know I could do. The Brotherhood of Steel. There was optional, not really optional missions, but further missions to progress in the storyline with the Brotherhood. And I unlocked a few missions there, and that's what I'm working on right now. I'm trying to finish up this Brotherhood quest line and get it as far as I can before we start the end of the game. So today, I'm going to start off with that. I'm going to try to advance the Brotherhood quest line as far as I can until it's like that critical choice where you have to choose who you're going to side with. And I'm not going to do that. Then I'm going to try to do the side content. So there's 4 major side content stories, and there's also the case files with Nick Valentine, of which I believe I've completed one, and I think I've inadvertently completed another, but I didn't have I didn't have it as a mission, so I don't know how that's going to affect it. But I want to do the case files with him, and then I believe the last thing that I kind of want to do before we finish is I want to get the alien blaster, which apparently it is in the game. There is like aliens in the game. I haven't seen them yet. So apparently, they're kind of well hidden, and I don't know where the hell they are. I'm going to have to look that up, and I want to do that. So then once all that's done, which could essentially take a couple more streams depending on how long these side quests are, then I'm going to go into the end game of Fallout 4, which means you have to pick a side. There's 4 factions: the Minutemen, the Brotherhood of Steel, the Underground Synths, and the Institute. And what I would like to do is I'll make a critical game save at a point where I have to make my decision, alright? And then I'll pick one, and I'll go with it, and I'll go through that quest line to the ending of the game. Great. Then I'm going to go back and reload, and I'm going to do the next one. And I want to do all 4 major quest lines to finish the playthrough. So it really will kind of be almost a completionist playthrough. Not really, because, okay, did I get every single collectible? Of course I didn't. Did I get every single perk? No. But for my build, for what I've been doing during the game, I want to kind of do, the completionist run of all the side content, and I want to see all of the major quest lines end and see what happens by doing these 4 choices, okay? So that's how I'm going to tackle the end of Fallout 4. And I realize, we got a full week coming up here, and then we got about almost a full week before Christmas where I have time to kind of work on this, and I'm hoping that possibly by the end of that week before Christmas, I could finish Fallout 4 and do all of this for you. I think that'll be sweet. A good way to end it, right? Because then I'm going to be working on my year-end stuff. I'm going to be working on the Christmas special. I'm going to be working on fan appreciation and balance that with year-end series, which is going to include things like most disappointing games of the year, best and worst things that happened, to DSPGaming this year, the Game of the Year awards, the funniest fan-voted moments, which, by the way, I have to take a look at all the nominations, all right, all the nominations for what people have nominated for best games of the, or best funniest moments of the year is what I meant to say. On the kingofhate.com forums, I kind of need to separate them out and put them into categories so that people can vote. And I need to start doing that. I think I'm going to do that probably this Sunday night, too. I got a lot of work to do this Sunday night when it comes to patron stuff. And I think when I'm done with the patron stuff, I'll do that, too, so that we can get that going. Speaking of which, I also have the poll going on the forums for people voting for what platforming game I'll be playing at the end of this year in a marathon. So please get on that. Come the end of this month, I'll be doing a day-long marathon of either Conker's Bad Fur Day HD, Banjo-Kazooie HD, or Crash Bandicoot 3, and that'll be determined by patron votes. So if you were a patron in the month of November, $5 or more, please vote. If you don't have access yet, you should have access as of Sunday, Monday, okay? And that's really all I want to say on the pre-stream. I said this before, I'll say it again, I'm not expecting a lot of attendance on the streams the next couple of weeks, because what I'm doing is all ongoing playthroughs. Fallout 4, which most people who are watching the playthrough still have not caught up on. It's funny because what I'm doing, sometimes I look through the playthrough, and you could tell at what point most viewers have caught up on, and I believe at this point, a lot of viewers who've been doing the playthrough may be around halfway through it. So if you look at how many parts it is, right now I believe it's like around 150 parts. So most people who've been watching the ongoing Fallout 4 playthrough have gotten to maybe like part 70 or something like that. And, you know, I still get feedback every day. People are actually tweeting me pictures and stuff at parts of the playthrough that they're at. And they're like, oh, here's this hilarious moment that happened in part 75. And they'll tweet the picture. And I'm looking at it like, wow, that's awesome that people are still following along the playthrough and watching when, you know, it is going to be such a long one. At this point, I think I'm at like the 65th gameplay hour or something like that. Pretty insane. So, yeah, I'm doing all ongoing playthroughs. Fallout 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and WWE have all been really stretched out playthroughs, right? And, of course, Yakuza 5 I knew was going to be kind of for a niche audience. It wasn't going to, or is it niche? I still don't know how to pronounce that freaking word. But I knew it wasn't going to be for a mainstream audience. I knew it was going to be for a smaller group of people, you know, who people want to see. People who want to watch that playthrough. But I'm okay with that. I love the game. I'm loving Yakuza 5, and I'm going to keep playing it at my own pace, okay? So, that's the deal. That's what's going on. Very shortly, I will be setting up the new goal for the month of December for Patreon, and the goal this month is going to be another Rockathon with some twists. So I will explain that shortly, but not going to get too much into that today here on stream, okay? And then last but not least, the final thing that I'll say is if you are in the neighborhood and you're looking for Christmas presents, right? You're looking for possibly getting something unique or different for a family member, for your significant other, for a relative or loved one, check out the Black Current, which is my girlfriend Leanna's business. You can check it out at etsy.com/shop/the Black Current. She sells handmade glycerin soaps as well as wax tart melts. And yes, I know this has nothing to do with my gameplay, but this is a plug because quite honestly, it's the holidays. And this is the time when people would be probably looking for something unique, and just so happens that's her business. And, you know, we both make out if you order. It helps us both to keep doing what we're doing here, okay? And check it out. If you do place an order of $20 or more before the end of this month and you use the discount code CELEBRATE100, that's CELEBRATE100, you will save 10% on your order. And she has gotten an influx of orders over the past few days, people using the code. That's excellent. It's good. It makes me know that at least I'm letting people save some money, right, on some cool, unique Christmas presents that they're getting for their friends and loved ones. And that's awesome. So check that out. And that's really it. Like I said, this would not be a long pre-stream. All right? So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Let us begin with Fallout 4. I think this will be a fun stream. I thank you to those of you who are here. And without further ado, let us begin. Let's get this show on the road. How does that sound to you? Oh, yeah. Last time I played Fallout 4, I talked like this at the end of the pre-stream, and now I'll do it now, too. I'll keep everyone out. Here we go. All right, here we go.